Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Prabhupada Jaya Shira Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Shira Prabhupada Shila Prabhupada ki So thank you all for coming. I will be speaking English and German. So ich werde Englisch und Deutsch sprechen. Ja. So, wir machen es so. Ja. Und heute wird ein bisschen kürzer sein. Today we'll do it a little bit shorter. I mean the class. At least like here, the speaking, because we're going to watch something. So, wir werden ein bisschen kürzer machen hier die Vortrag, also ich spreche, weil wir werden ein bisschen etwas schauen. Ja. So, wir lesen von die Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 10. Kapitel, Verse 30. So, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 30. Okay. Ihr habt alles sogar. Es gibt vielleicht noch ein Buch, ja. So. Prahladashchasmi daityanam. Prahladashchasmi daityanam. Prahladashchasmi daityanam. Kalayatam maham. Kalayatam maham. Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Vainateyascha pakshinam. Vainateyascha pakshinam. Prahladashchasmi daityanam. Kalayatam maham. Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Vainateyascha pakshinam. Prahladashchasmi daityanam. Kalayatam maham. Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Vainateyascha pakshinam. Matajis. Prahladashchasmi daityanam. Kalayatam aham. Mriganam cha mrigendroham. Vainateyascha pakshinam. Prahladaha. Prahlad. Cha. Also. Asmi. I am. Daityanam. Of the demons. Kalaha. Time. Kalayatam. Of subduers. Aham. I am. Mriganam. Of animals. Cha. And. Mrigaindraha. The lion. Aham. I am. Vainateyaha. Garuda. Cha. Also. Pakshinam. Of birds. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Among the Daitya demons, I am the devoted Prahlad. Among subduers, I am time. Among beasts, I am the lion. And among birds, I am Garuda. Purport. Diti and Aditi are two sisters. The sons of Aditi are called Adityas, and the sons of Diti are called Daityas. All the Adityas are devotees of the Lord, and all the Daityas are atheistic. Although Prahlad was born in the family of the Daityas, he was a great devotee from his childhood. Because of his devotional service and godly nature, he is considered to be a representative of Krishna. There are many subduing principles, but time wears down all things in the material universe, and so represents Krishna. Of the many animals, the lion is the most powerful and ferocious, and of the million varieties of birds, Garuda, the bearer of Lord Vishnu, is the greatest. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Dalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So I'll read again the verse. Among the Daitya demons I am the devoted Prahlad, among subduers I am time, among beasts I am the lion, and among birds I am Garuda. So Hare Krishna. So in this verse we see four opulences, or like four references that Krishna makes. So wir sehen hier 4 Referenzen, wie wir haben in die anderen letzten Versen auch gehört, ja, die Füllen von Krishna. This is the chapter in which Krishna is just showing a very little part of the opulences as he has. So God has been asked from Arjuna, what are your to hear the glories of himself. So Arjuna hat gefragt, Krishna zu hören, die Füllen von ihm. And Krishna so is just showing a little bit of his prowess through different examples. And so Krishna zeigt, lass einfach, ich werde. And Krishna so spricht über nur ein bisschen von seinen Füllen. Yeah. And these 4 are, so one is, we're speaking about Prahlad Maharaj, and we are very fortunate to have you here, just next to us. And in fact, when I saw the verse a few days ago, when I saw that I was supposed to speak about this verse, I was thinking, wow, how can I chant the glories of Prahlad? I mean, it's such a honor. Ich dachte, dass wenn ich wüsste, dass ich sollte sprechen über diese Vers, ich habe gedacht, wow, es ist so eine Ehre zu sprechen über Prahlad hier in den Tempel hier. And so I felt so unqualified that we're going to see something, we're going to watch something that was presented first time in Radhashtami, Brahmotsava, this year. And this is exactly about Prahlad growing up in the midst of the demons. So wir werden heute, also ich habe mich gefühlt so unqualifiziert, dass ich dachte, okay, wie kann ich sprechen darüber? Und dann, ich dachte, ja, vielleicht wir können zusammenschauen. Eine Film, da war vorgestellt dieses Jahr in Radhashtami, Brahmotsava hier. Und I think that most of us were not here for the premiere that happened. So I think it's nice to be watching all together. So ich denke, dass die meisten, die waren nicht hier in dieser Zeit. So wir können alle zusammen nochmal sehen. Und das ist genau über die, wie Prahlad Maharaj ist ergezogen mit die anderen Dämonen. Yeah. And so yeah, that was the first. And I find it always very fascinating how Krishna, God, is really saying in a very unapologetic way, I am time. I am the biggest subduers. Und ich finde immer sehr erstaunlich, wie Krishna, also Gott selbst spricht, wie er ist Zeit eigentlich. Ja. Und and I was thinking about the word of a subduer. So subduer means really to dominate, to be controlling over. Ja. So was ist die Übersetzung von subduers? So, it's very difficult. Aber die von die bezwingen. Aha. Von alles, die bezwingen die Zeit. Und ich habe gefunden, dass bezwingen ist ein Wort, das sehr interessant, sehr, sehr kraftvoll auch. So, does anybody so from all the subduers, yeah, his time. So can you tell me a few examples of, or like an example that you have in mind of another subduer? Hitler? Okay. Yeah. Yes. You would like to use the microphone? Yeah. So in which sense is he a subduer? Yeah. Okay, yes, thank you. Maybe we can look it up. Yeah. This is like, I would say the meaning, ist es klar, die Bedeutung für bezwingen? Ja, bei dir, ja, schon, ja, ja. Subduer, you're familiar with, yeah? Yeah, I would say it's something that an entity or something that is dominating, very much controlling, and yeah, in one sense, placing under another thing. And yeah, so you say Hitler, so based on this meaning, yeah, but in which sense? Yeah, if you can elaborate on why. Okay. So you have another idea? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. So in the verse it says the greatest subduer is time, because everybody has to, I would say, bow down to time eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
even if we think about great dictators or people who make others bow down in a negative way or any way, the time is the most
Yes.
like, even those who make others bow down, they will eventually bow down to death, like time.
Right. Yeah. Yes. And in fact, you mentioned Hitler, and yeah, in one certain way, he can be considered a subduer, but of course a very partial subduer. Yeah. Yes. There was one famous, writing. Nietzsche. Everybody knows who Nietzsche is. He's a German philosopher, and there was this writing on the wall. It was written, Nietzsche, at 2 points, said, God is dead. And then, like some years later, like almost a few decades, and then that was at the time when it was quite prominent, also the philosophy proponed by Nietzsche. So ich spreche über, sie hat gesagt, über Hitler kann auch eine Bezwinger sein. Und ich wollte eine Geschichte erzählen über da war in einer Wand, da war geschrieben, Nietzsche hat gesagt, Gott ist tot. Ja? Und dann ein paar Jahre danach, dann die Philosophie von Nietzsche war sehr bekannt und so viele haben über ihn gesprochen. Und dann danach, die haben geschrieben, Gott hat gesagt, Nietzsche ist tot. And so so a few years later, then there was written after that, God said Nietzsche is dead. Yeah, and this is the point that you're saying. Yes, and subduers. Other ideas of, or like what can be a subduer? Yeah, the light. Okay. Yeah. It's okay, Slayer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. Mhm. Mhm. Nice, ja. So Manuel sagt, dass die Sonne oder die Licht ist auch eine Bezwingung von der Dunkelheit. Ja, so die Sonne auch. Und Krishna sagt selbst, dass er die Sonne ist. Und yes, I was thinking also nature. Nature is a great subduer also. But if we think of nature, like if we leave a house just and nobody's living inside, after like weeks, you already would see all kinds of animals inside, all kinds of vegetation starting to growing. And after a couple of years, you already would see that is completely overthrown by nature. Yeah. So, ich habe gedacht, dass eine große Bezwinger ist Natur. Wenn wir sehen zum Beispiel ein Haus, dass niemand ist in die Hause und niemand lebt in die Hause, dann nach ein paar Wochen, es gibt so viele verschiedene Tiere, das sind drin und auch andere Pflanzen, dass das anfangen zu wachsen. Und auch nach ein paar Jahren, dann ist es komplett bedeckt von Natur. Yeah. So, yes. So is there a way, time of course is really subdues everyone. Is there a way how we can avoid to be subdued from time? Gibt es eine Weise, also na klar, so Zeit ist die größte Bezwinger, ja. So gibt es eine Weise zu vermeiden, zu sich bezwingen von Zeit. Ja.
Surrender to the Supreme Lord.
Sicher geben, so das ja. Yeah. Indeed, actually, yes. I mean, if we really try to go towards the purpose of life, like engage ourselves in self-realization, yeah, that we have in this body, we are going through this experience in life through realizing oneself and being when we tune in the present moment, in our awareness of being an eternal being. This is the way how we subdue time, because then time becomes very much not relevant anymore. Yeah, because being in the awareness of our spiritual nature. Ich meine, dass wie eine Weise, wie das zu machen ist, wie Manuel hat gesagt, dass wir versuchen zu gehen in die Richtung zu Selbsterkenntnis. Und wenn wir sind präsent in die Moment, dann wir harmonisieren mit Krishna und wir sind bewusst von unserer ewigen Natur. Ja. Und Yeah, there are also two other examples that are shown in this verse. One is among beasts, I'm the lion. Also zwischen die Tieren, ich bin die Löwe. Yeah. And the lion is also another subduer. Yeah, it's a very big subduer in the jungle. So ist eine große Bezwinger auch die Löwe in die Wald. Yeah. And of course, Srila Prabhupada speaks how fierce he is and how powerful in the purport. And among birds, he says, I am Garuda. And ja, zwischen die Vogel, ich bin Garuda. Sagt auch. Und Garuda ist for who doesn't know, Garuda is the carrier of Lord Vishnu and is also a pure devotee of Vishnu. And I find it very interesting that two pure devotees are mentioned in the verse and two greatest subduers. So the Garuda ist eine große rein Gottgeweihte von Lord Vishnu. Und ich finde auch interessant, dass in dieser Verse es gibt zwei rein Gottgeweihten und zwei Bezwinger in die Verse. Yeah. So would say thank you very much for being here. And yes, now we let's watch all together the very interesting video about how Prahlad Maharaj was grown in the Daitya family of demons. And I would like also to leave a little bit time afterwards to reflect on what we've seen and what are the takeaways. That's why we can go immediately into it. So, wir können jetzt dann schauen, diese Video. Und ja, ich wollte auch ein bisschen Zeit lassen für Reflektieren zusammen, was wir haben geschaut. Ja, deswegen gehen wir sofort rein. Chai.
Hey, Sharon!
Rafa, Maggie, who's your Rishi over there? Did he get lost looking for his ashram?
Watch your tongue. That's the prince.
Do you mean Prahlad? As in the son of our Lord Hiranyakashipu? Well, I'll be damned.
That's the crown prince? Looks and behaves nothing like his old man.
Steer clear of him. He's nothing but trouble.
How so?
He's transferring from teacher Amarka's class because he caused a lot of trouble there. Teacher Amarka was even summoned to the royal palace where Lord Hiranyakashipu berated him for corrupting his son.
Corrupt? How? With what?
Apparently, the prince
told. He lies. The prince is purposefully upsetting his father. The real question is, why?
I have no desire to find out. He's not dragging us into his mess. We have enough on our plates as it is.
And what's on our plates is not food. Yuck! He better not give us more homework.
All rise for the demon's dictum.
Extend your claws and bare your fangs, raise your shoulders and scowl. Drive fear into your rival's hearts till all before you bow.
Children, today I need you all to pay attention. Look at everyone around you. What I see are asuras, rakshasas, bhutas, nagas. All of demonkind is represented here. And yet, some among us do not seem to fathom who we are and what we stand for. Drama!
Yes, sir.
Why do we say the demon's dictum?
Well, sir, because we are demons.
Evidently. But what does it mean, being a demon? Nagi!
He may be monstrous and formidable, but we live to conquer, to stand up for ourselves, and to
oppose Narayana and his misguided followers.
Ah, yes. To be a demon is to always look out for oneself. The so-called preserver of the Trimurti has time and again chosen who he'll side with, and it's never us. But now, Lord Hiranyakashipu, through his own will and merit, governs over the three worlds. We no longer live by the rules of the Rishis, Devas, or Brahmanas. We make our own rules. To side with Narayana is to be a traitor. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Prahlad, am I making myself clear?
Yes, Guruji, you are indeed clear.
And do you agree?
Truthfully, Guruji, I do not.
Get out of here, man.
Pray tell, what do you disagree with?
Well, we are indeed demons, and demons do indeed have a natural opponent, the Devas, but there is not a single soul that opposes Lord Narayan. He maintains the balance, as a righteous Lord should.
Really? Even when he took the form of the Pakari Mohini and tricked our kind out of their rightful share of Amrita?
The demons were already taught the secret of resurrection by your father. We had an unfair advantage over the Devas. The Amrita corrected that.
And when he took the form of Varaha and stole everything from your uncle Hiranyaksha?
My uncle forcibly took Mother Earth, who protested all the way. The only one who heard her and respected her wishes was Narayan. In both cases, Narayan preserved the delicate balance of the world, which our kind upset in the first place.
False! The balance was upset because your favorite deity kept siding with the Devas. Your father restored balance by finally making the demons dominate. His willpower and wits got us here. And now it's us who instill fear into the hearts of our foes. He can never be conquered. Since your understanding of history is beyond lackluster, everyone must write a 1,000-word essay on demonic subjugation, due by the end of the week.
Oh my God.
I said I didn't want more homework. Now look at us. All because that traitor couldn't keep his mouth shut.
why do we have to suffer for his insolence?
Why is he doing this at all? I refuse to believe that the crown prince is just doing this for the fun of it. He must be smarter than that.
Well, if he's so smart, he's writing my essay.
Right. And how's that going to happen?
I'll make him.
No, wait.
Raise your shoulders and scowl. You think you're some big shot just because of who your dad is?
Greetings, Rava. On the contrary, my family essential to my sensual identity.
Don't act smart with me. I don't know what you're playing at, but if betraying your own kind is your way of asking for attention, so be it. But you won't get away with it. And don't drag the rest of us down with you.
Understood. I just want you to know my aim is not to drag any of you down, but to help elevate you. Instead of what they're trying to teach us, we should focus on what really matters as soon as possible.
Huh? You're not just stirring the pot, causing a scene, instigating conflict?
If anything, this is the only way to prevent more conflict.
By siding with the enemy?
Srinarayan is not our enemy, not in the slightest. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. And as I tried explaining in class before, his worship is not exclusive to just one group, but open to all, regardless of your background.
But we are demons. We believe in ourselves. We fight for ourselves.
But what is the self? What defines you? Is it your age, your gender, your family, or is it your race? All those categories are temporary, as changeable as the seasons. Who you are is the spirit soul. It is pointless to focus on these trivial categories, let alone to define oneself with them. Only the soul exists eternally, lifetime after lifetime, and it yearns to be reunited with Lord Narayan.
But Narayan has killed so many of us. He's killed your uncle. Doesn't your father see this as a treason of the worst order?
Trust me, he does. He has taken every precaution to not end up like my uncle, but he realizes the same things I'm telling you right now. To realize the futility of the material is to guard oneself against an endless stream of misery. But despite realizing this, my father still acts out of fear of the inevitable. I'm trying to teach him to surrender to God. He's not receptive to it, and he reacts with a lot of anger. But regardless, I must keep trying. It's time for me to go.
Pranav, will you be okay?
I will be. See you tomorrow. Haribol.
Whatever happened to making him do your homework?
I think he has other things to worry about. I don't know for sure, but I think he's in trouble at home.
Oh God, I think you're right. My father told me about Lord Hiranyakashipu cracking down on the traitor. Do you think?
No way.
We always see him smiling.
He looks funny.
Rafa, what has gotten into you? You're barely talking.
Haribol, Rava. How are you?
I'm fine, but what about you?
I'm good. Why?
Well, because we heard some things and well,
I hear Lord Hiranyakashipu can be quite terrifying. Is that true?
I guess so. But the truth is a bit more nuanced than that. He's the one who is terrified.
terrified of what? He is the lord of all demons and the most powerful being ever.
He's afraid of losing all of that. As powerful as he is, he'll never be as powerful as the supreme personality of Godhead. Deep down, he knows that, but he doesn't want to be reminded of it.
Which is what you're doing? Do you have a death wish?
I'm not afraid of losing anything, not even my life. Besides, he needs to hear this.
Prahlad, I was thinking about something you told me yesterday. You said we are all spirit souls and that we naturally yearn to be reunited with God.
Absolutely. What would you like to know?
If that is true, then how come we don't act on it? Why aren't we naturally inclined towards the divine? Is it because we are demons?
Not in the slightest. You raise a good question. Many of us take lifetimes to realize what's good for our soul. Some never even get there. It's because we're too focused on our material lives. Most of us only want to gratify our senses. This is Maya's illusion, and every soul falls prey to this, not just us demons. If we have accepted that Narayan eternally resides in our hearts, and if we surrender to him, we'd be on the path of cultivating God consciousness. Every action will be in accordance with Dharma.
But I could say it's my dharma to conquer, to fight, and to enjoy. Why would I try to perform the dharma of a sage?
You wouldn't. Every lifestyle accommodates to be spiritualized. You have every right to perform your natural dharma, just not to be attached to the fruit of your actions. That means you don't act solely to satisfy yourself, but the Lord. Instead of chasing fleeting feelings of happiness in the material world, we should endeavor to make the Lord happy. Only then our happiness has a chance to last.
But we're still so young. All I want to do is play, have fun. All that serious stuff, that can come later.
You make a fair point. And yes, this is the age to play, but cultivating God consciousness is an intensive process. One should use all their time, even in childhood, to start developing this quality. Habits learned early are seldom forgotten.
Hey, just what do you think you're doing? You went from admonishing him to hanging on to his every word. What gives?
Have you heard what he has to say? I'm questioning everything we have been taught.
Not to mention, his demeanor puts me at ease.
And you seem to really fall for it. Whatever happened to not getting dragged into his mess?
I doubt whether it was even his mess to begin with.
Just who do you think you are?
Shoo! How are you?
You might have everyone else fooled, but not me. If you want to drag yourself into oblivion, be my guest. But don't poison my friends.
Rest assured, I'm not offering anyone any poison.
You're absolutely nuts.
Who wouldn't be to survive in this mad world? I have to go now, Shin. I hope we can speak more about this very soon.
Oh, I hope they go easy on him.
Don't worry, he's a lot stronger than he looks.
So it would appear. Bunch of traitors. Every single one of them.
Even those who called him his enemies, like my uncle and my father, are God conscious in their own way. Their minds are fixated on him alone. It might be with malicious intent, but all effort centered around the divine becomes spiritual, and thus transcendental. That's how merciful Narayan is. Mercy that you are all here right now discussing him. Regardless of what they tell you in school or even at home, if you know in your heart what is right, you will be alright. That I promise you.
Sir, is Prahlad not in today?
You are worried about the wrong things. I have been going over the essays I assigned to each of you, and I absolutely cannot believe the complete and utter rubbish you subjected me to. Demonkind has managed to build an undeniable reputation of blaming others for issues they have caused themselves. Time and again have demons been given opportunities to make amends and redeem themselves, And time and again have demons laughed in the face of these opportunities. Cannot believe it. At first, I was afraid that I had to deal with one traitor. I could never have known I'd be faced with an entire platoon of defectors. I am beyond words. If my father were here, he would have planted his one functional eye out of sheer shame. If being a demon brings you shame rather than pride, then by all means, leave. Wait! I didn't think you would actually do that. Come back, please.
We have to find out what happened to Bryan. We owe it to him.
But what can we do? We won't be able to enter the royal palace just like that.
We just might. What happened here?
What was that? That sounded like a monster.
Lord Hiranyi Kashipu, white hands are unthinkable. I fear for Bryan.
I can't believe my eyes.
Is Bryan okay?
He is. He is sitting on its lap. He looks all right.
You know in your heart what is right, you will be all right. That I promise you. Yes, Shanu?
Is that why you never recite the demon's dictum in class? Because you know what is right, and thus disagree with our ways?
I love the form, but not the content. We demons have accepted our fate as monsters, disturbers of the peace, enemies of the righteous. But it's never as clear-cut as that. As demons, we're taught to drive fear into the hearts of our enemies. But never worry because we're afraid ourselves. Narayan has taken innumerable forms, many of them beautiful, but some of them also terrifying. Even the Supreme Personality of Godhead might have claws and fangs and roar, but we don't have to fear that. What we really need is to pray to the Lord to drive fear out of our hearts entirely.
We shouldn't be afraid. Raise your shoulders and scowl. Drive fear out of our hearts. Narasimhade, before you I bow.
Thank you for watching. So I'm not so sure if it was easy to follow along the story. I guess for a few who are already familiar, then it was easier. But do you have some thoughts, some comments, or anything that comes to your mind regarding what we saw? Gibt es einen Kommentar, etwas, das du möchtest teilen, von was haben wir gesehen? Hast du schon das gesehen? Diese Geschichte? Mhm. Ja? Oh.
Ja, das rechte, ja? Ja. Ja, Krishna arrangiert das schon immer so gut, dass seine Geweihten, in dem Fall auch Prahlad, die anderen auch überzeugen kann, dass das der richtige Weg ist. Und gut, es war jetzt hier in dem Film nochmal gut dargestellt, besonders für Kinder auch. Ja, ich finde, das war besonders für Kinder nochmal, dass sie auch Geschmack kriegen, Prahlads Weg einzuschneiden.
Yeah. And she said that it's very nice also for kids to get some taste on relate to Prahlad also how he is just wonderful in his interactions. Yeah. Oh, but something that like to share? Yeah.
I found it interesting. So when you compare this comic to the real things Prahlad says in the Srimad Bhagavatam, he also says that his schoolmates say that we are too young. This is the age to play, but he says this is actually the real important process, and you have to start as early as possible. And it's way more that he says in the Bhagavatam. For example, also you should go this is what he says to his father actually. He should go to Vrindavan, to the Vrindavan forest. This is a very long and intensive process. So you should start as early as possible. And that's why he says to his schoolmates. Hiranyakashipu sagt ja, geh nach Vrindavan.
One point that I found it interesting was that one can be born in a family, or like also being in an environment, in a context in which go all the way on one direction, but that does not define who we are, in the sense that if we are, as Prahlad mentions, like if we remember, or if we try to hear what is the truth coming from our heart, if we're connected with oneself, then one can start to be more open for the inner truth that we all are guided from, and be able to then take in another direction. And for example, Prahlad was, it's incredible how it was since his childhood, always much dedicated for truth, and even in the midst of such association, So I find it very interesting to be always following the truth, and that would lead us the way. Yeah. Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki, thank you for being here, for coming.